It sounds like the guy who always calls and says, what do you have for me? So what I have done is basically formulated a way to be aggressively hopeful, not aggressively needy. Okay. So on page 94, what I've put together is 10 aggressively hopeful tactics or swings or scripts to use when you're making your phone calls that will generate leads. Okay. Very important thing as well. This is a very basic fundamental to sales. Okay. Some of you guys know my background. My first sales job, I was a door-to-door Kirby vacuum cleaner salesman. Okay. It was a terrible job, right? But it was a really good way to learn sales. My first sales trainer ever was the epitome of cheesy salesman. This guy wore, and if you guys, any of you guys wear this, I apologize. I'm not trying to offend you, but he wore a short sleeve button-up shirt with a tie and like gold rings on every finger and like 4 gold necklaces. This was my first sales trainer. Okay. But he taught me one of the most valuable lessons I've ever learned in sales. So when I sold these vacuum cleaners, they were $1,800 and you had to close it on your appointment. There was no follow-up, right? You either duped them into buying this thing or you weren't going to close. And so what he taught me is through my entire sales process, never, ever ask a question that can be answered with a yes or no. In other words, never ask a closed-ended question. So what I've done is taken that very basic element of being successful in sales, applied it to this aggressively hopeful tactic to where we're not needy and we're super comfortable and confident when we swing and when we make these phone calls. And all my students I have worked with this on and focused with this on and viewed our calls through this lens have drastically increased their leads. Okay. So this is the approach you're taking. So let me go through some of these scripts with you guys, right? So number one, we never are asking in a closed-ended way, right? So very basic swing is, who did you meet over the weekend I can take care of? Okay. So it's not, did you meet somebody this weekend who needs pre-approved? That is a super easy question to answer no to. Okay. So notice the effectiveness of open-ended. Okay. Oh, you did? Oh, okay. Well, that's cool. You had a fun weekend with the kids, man. You always got to get those in. Who's on your calendar later this week that I can call in advance and get them primed for the meeting with you? Make sure they know everything they need to know about the money while setting you up for success and let them know what a great agent you are. Okay. How many clients would you say you've worked with in the last 6 months who have cooled off and haven't been as responsive? Or clients that consistently talk about fear of the market or rates? Every agent you talk to has those clients. We just don't ask about them. Okay. This is one of my most effective ways of getting doubles and triples. Again, doubles and triples are one phone call, multiple leads. That conversation with most agents is, dude, that's every client I have right now. Sweet. How many is that? 6, 8, 10? Probably at least 6 or 8 that just, they were waiting for the election. Now they're telling me the holidays. Awesome, dude. Send me that list over. Let me get them warmed up. Let me get them excited about what's happening in the first quarter. Let me help them overcome the fears they have of why now is not a good time to buy. Let me teach them strategy where I can save them tens of thousands of dollars buying now before rates go down, right?